Welcome. There are many people around me and around the world going through a lot of difficulties in these times. There are a lot of challenges going on in the world, and within ourselves, we are all working through a lot of stuff. It is not in vain. There is a great shift occurring, and we're at a tipping point. We're at a choice point, and we have the power. We have the choice to decide. Are we going to stay the same? Play it small, choose mediocrity, or are we going to rise to the occasion and live our most magnificent lives, step into our full calling, our heart, our truth? I realized just how many people have been going through it recently, and I myself have been through quite a journey, needing to make difficult decisions around really significant relationship in my life. I've needed to follow my intuitive nudges despite there being love and very deep connection. I had to walk away from a relationship, which has really been challenging and challenged my center of self. And I've really needed to anchor in the knowingness and the greater picture to get through it, because in my mind wanted to distort. My mind has constantly wanting to rescue me and protect me from taking these what might seem as frightening changes, what could be, stepping into the unknown, taking risk, challenging what seemed like security on the surface to ultimately step into a higher calling, to honor a path without it being fully lit. I can only see so far ahead of me, and I'm just trusting with every step that the ground will support me as I go. And that's all we can do. We're all moving through times where we don't know what's on the other side of our decisions, but we just know in our beingness of what is going to lead us to our destiny, to our dharma, to our greatest calling. But the only way to get there is to take a path that we haven't walked before. It's to trust the unknown, to step forward and move in faith. So we're all in this together, and you're never alone. We are supporting one another, and we are moving to greater times, but we need to look at it from the eye of the eagle, which is from a higher vantage point. Because when you're down in the trenches, when you're going through it, it's hard to see beyond your current circumstances, to see the bigger picture. So we need to tune into these power animals at times to connect into their wisdom, and they all live within us. We can access any of their powers and their majesty because we are all connected. We are all coming from the great oneness. And how do we do that? How do we connect in? We drop into our heart. We come into a coherent state. Mind, body, spirit. We can anchor in to ourselves and connect into all that is. So really remember that you are so much more than you could ever imagine. You are a spark of divine light here, illuminating the planet. You have signed up for a mission that is wild, that is a great adventure, and that is beyond brave. But the rewards that come through walking this journey together ultimately will be beyond our wildest dreams. So knowing that turning up and being seen is highly required at this time. The ego can no longer be in the driver's seat. He's being put into the back. We are not doing things the way we used to. We cannot. Who I was, who you were, is no longer in existence. I can't put that skin that I have shed in this year of the snake back on. I can't do that. The transformation is complete. The butterfly can't get back into the chrysalis, right? It ain't going to happen. So as we are being delivered, we are in the birth canal coming out of the womb. We are being birthed anew, and we now have this beautiful opportunity to help others bridge the gap. When we were born, we bridged the gap from the spiritual to the physical. We bridged the gap between our right and left hemispheres of our brains at around age 12. And now we are bridging the gap between the mind and the heart so that they can work in unison. We are bridging the gap between the masculine and the feminine so that they can work in unison, so that we can be unified collectively. We are all in this together, and we are all magnificent beings with magnificent futures. And you are now officially invited. You've been invited all along, and you know what is waiting for you. You are being activated with love. You are a being of love. Your heart has everything in it that mine has, that we all have the universe within inside our heart. We are all holding great treasures within us if we allow ourselves to excavate our beings and to go there, to not let fear lead, but let love lead the way, and we can have heaven on earth. So I'm sending you all so much love. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.